A bricklayer, they do laying brick, laying the walls out. They also do restoration work, which is repair work.
We do tuck pointing, caulking, cleaning of old buildings, stonework, anything really to do with bricks and stone we take care of.
Bricklayers have the new unit masonry, which is the building, new buildings and so forth. And they also have a restoration division, which is growing larger because people are rehabbing and restoring buildings. And we're getting in more into historical preservation too. So we try to make it look like we were never there when we fix something.
A typical work day is showing up on time. You go to your workstation, which could be on the ground or on the scaffold. You bring your tool bag with you daily, and you get usually mortar and stuff which a labor brings to you, and your units are behind you, and you lay.
So start time could be anywhere from 6 to 7 o'clock a.m. and they work to the end of the day, 3:30, 4 o'clock, and they get their lunch and breaks and so forth.
We're at the mercy of the weather, like some other trades. Some projects, depending on the demand of the completion, they will enclose and be able to work all year round.
Because rain will shut a brick job down real fast, the cold, because we can't work below freezing because we're using water with the concrete, with the cement and so forth.
You could be on projects that is just a one-man project where you're doing a project by yourself, or you can be on a project where there's 30 men. It all depends on the size of the project and the requirements and what the project's gonna need to finish at the deadline that the contractor requires.
When I saw people laying brick, I just thought it was something easy, just getting the mud, splattering on the bricks or splattering on the stone or the block and just putting it on every course. And it actually takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, and you have to be precise when laying those brick or those blocks, because one brick or block is off on one course, it's off for the next 5 courses up. So I feel like when it comes to being a bricklayer, you got to be very precise.
The bricklaying trade is very physically demanding. You have to be able to lift heavy units of masonry and bags of mortar, and it's all day long. You're doing it climbing up and down scaffolding, climbing up and down ladders.
If you're putting in brick, it's not as bad physically on your body, just from my experience, because the brick are 10 times lighter. But if you put in block during the day, it can get really physically demanding.
So the pay is very good. We have a pretty good plan. We have retirement, we have a pension at the end.
The apprenticeship program is a 4-year apprenticeship.
Majority of it you would learn in the field, and you would have classroom time at our training center.
They're 20 days a year. We have them for 4 years. So it's 160 hours of school every year. And the rest of the time is what's called OJT hours, and that's 750 hours a school year, hopefully out in the field working for a company or contractor. There is a little bit of math. It's good if they know fractions. We teach blueprints, introductory to blueprint reading. A lot of it's hands-on though. You got to practice it to get good at it. We are affiliated with a local community college, and once you graduate with 25 credits, free of charge. There's no cost to you. And you just have to take your core classes and you can get an associate's degree.
My second week in the apprenticeship classes, we worked on building leads and just building up a 5-course wall, and I really enjoyed it because even though I'm learning a lot more in the field, it's somewhere I can go to touch up on my skills. So when I do go back to work, I can start putting in more blocks in the wall, putting in more bricks in the wall, and I feel like it really helped me with my trial skills and just even more in the field stuff.
Once you become a journeyman, you're able to have journeyman upgrade classes.
There's different classes you can take to get certified in different patching materials. There's historic preservation classes you can take and get certificates that become necessary to do certain projects.
To be successful, you have to be on time, you have to perform your work correctly, and you should be a hard worker, a go-getter. That would be, they appreciate that, and it works out fine that way.
Don't get discouraged. Just stay focused. There's always going to be leaps and bounds in any one of the construction industries, but this one is a good one to choose from.
work very hard. Get as much knowledge as you can out of the trade, and you will advance.
You're only going to get out of our trade what you put into it. And our apprentices, I give them all the opportunity to come to our shop, and we have little things that we can do just to fine tune stuff. But to know, knowledge is more than anything.
Best advice I could give to an apprentice would be just stick with it. It's hard, it's demanding, and in the end it's very rewarding, and it's a very good profession to get into.
I take a lot of pride in the work I do and have done over the years.
I enjoy what I do. I love seeing an old building made to look new again.
Just being able to drive past those buildings when I'm with my mom or I'm with my girlfriend, saying like I helped build that, and just having that satisfactory on the inside. That's what I really like about it.
We're really looking for people. We'd love to teach you, bring you into it.
You can make a good living within the Bricklayers. I'd advise you to look into it.